giving orders to slaves or keeping slaves.
I am known as Rock the Chain Breaker. I abhor all forms of slavery and bondage.
Wow, did I luck into the right group?
Except for consensual bondage.
Well, that's another matter entirely.
Like, Hakeem gets a weird look on his face. He's like, I've seen some things.
Oh god.
Dum dum dum.
Sorry, buddy.
Special Victims Unit.
Yep. Like, you guys hear that? Wee, 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 like, just massively loud.
Before your freedom is attained, is there any like knowledge you possess that you'll lose once free that you could share with us?
I cannot share anything without a wish.
Ah,
That is my curse.
and wishes drain you?
Wishes do something.
Hmm.
It's hard for me to explain what happens. The wish process does not drain me. I have unlimited power. I could bring this world to its knees if you wished it. Yeah. I have there is nothing to stop you from wishing literally anything.
Other than
But the power comes from somewhere else, and I'm unsure of what that is.
right. Shortcuts and all. I can't ask for things. All right. Everyone good then?
Hang on.
All right.
How's that?
Yeah.
Cool as that is, the moment his wish is granted, all wishes are gone. If you actually free him.
All right. So,
So there would be no wish, it's just he's free. It would stop there.
Damn.
But it's
That's
a really good idea. I mean, if you say it like that, he would appreciate it. I mean, I'll say
Good
that.
sentiment.
Yeah.
so you like hand me this paper. I'm like, all right, yeah.
Starts like rewriting a little bit, and you're like, no. Use the invisible ink.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're just gonna read it off?
Yep. All right. What's your name? I know it's Hakeem, but
Yep, he says
like Mike knows.
Supreme. No, he says I am Supreme Genie Hakeem, first of its kind.
It's really. All right. Supreme Genie Hakeem.
I did not create me.
First of its kind. I wish that you'd be free from your imprisonment to never be bound again by any being in this universe. Or the
Like-
universe. Universe is? Multiverse.
The look on his face is like pure unbelief. Like, this is a creature who has heard everything and then some.
Yeah. And I just
he
did it
never-
so nonchalantly, like I'm a kid who got
Yep.
his toy taken away.
Yeah, you're like, I wish that you'd be free from your
Yeah.
imprisonment and
Yeah.
never be bound again. And just like you discuss the universe word for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
Like-
universe? No, multiverse. Yeah, that's better.
Um,
All right,
see-
off you go.
as the urn kind of crumbles in your hands, for a brief second, you feel like this cold, dark presence kind of slip past your fingers
The Oblivion's got me again.
What?
before it's completely gone. And you see Hakeem just look completely ecstatic, and he literally explodes and then puts himself back together.
Couldn't contain himself.
Yeah, like his pure joy. And when he blows up, it's just like sparkles and like confetti and stuff. And you just hear like horns. And for like the next like 30 seconds or so, like he just changes the colors of everything. Just like if anybody had like epilepsy, they're done for right now. Like
Oh, kind of a big deal then, huh?
Oh, Solus is so on board with this.
like
You'll join his illusions with it.
so as
Super
Gain-
epilepsy.
as he gains legs for the first time ever, he sets his feet down on the ground, like legitimately standing. And he's like beside himself. He doesn't know how to react.
Like the sand?
Hate this
Most
place.
don't. It's coarse. Gets everywhere.
Yeah, his first words at that is like it's a pause, and he's like, "I hate this place."
It is Truly one of the most unpleasant places in the material plane.
He's like, let's go kick that army's ass, and he starts like marching out the door.
Well, hold on.
Yeah, like so. Depending on how long you give him to like walk out, he definitely starts trying to cast some spells, and nothing happens.
That's rough.
He's like, shape of a giant snake, and then he just like falls, and he's like a little gardener snake.
Mm.
He's like, kind of shapes back, and he's like, huh.
Right. Is what
This
you
might
were
take a
talking
little while to get used to.
Welcome to the mortal realm.
about? Yes. So now, is there anything you could tell
Brett?
us?
Yes.
Well,
What?
All right, so
yes,
Rock,
but anything you could tell
Rock's
us?
gonna look at Kenna and start discussing some of the military tactics he's been reading up on from her books,
Mm-hmm.
and trying to discuss what the best strategy would be for superior armed troops versus superior numbers, and bring up historical maps and historical
Oh, good.
references, how they like intercede with undead in the mix, and try and come up with a battle plan that he can orchestrate.
Sounds like a great conversation. Very fun.
I'm
Oh,
sure.
also, yeah, I guess there is a battle too, but
Right. Well, Rock's got a couple of ideas, but
what
the
are
nor-
your ideas?
the normal thing when taking on a superior force would be cause massive casualties quickly, so that the army is forced to recoil at just the sheer shock and awe value. But the undead are mindless. So I think it's more, if it's a war of attrition, they win, like hands down. So we've got to have a way to effectively and swiftly thin their numbers. So I'm thinking something along the lines of having the clerics of the group form trenches. Because, just stab them from above. Eventually the trenches fill up, you fall back, fill more trenches, and repeat. You'll get there eventually.
That is similar to the idea I had, yes. A little bit more simplistic, as I was thinking of magically constructed fortifications. Trenches will also probably be necessary, but they are like a wave, and we wish to erect castle after castle for them to break against until their momentum slows.
Like that plan. I'm glad Rock looks like a little kid, by the way, like super ecstatic because he had an idea that Kenna backed, or at least
Yep.
closely backed. So he feels like he is super well learned.
It was basically like, yes, this is my idea, but I can't agree to the way that you described it. I have to rephrase it in a more flowery manner.
Right, and Rock is just super pleased.
Yep.
Otherwise, there is another option.
Okay.
I
Oh yeah, you're the god of the undead.
Yeah.
Duh.
I think that, yes, we, whatever you can do, obviously we should employ that.
I just love like if this was like
I'm
a
over there
movie
doing
or
this like this
something.
whole big thing, like pointing at like Pierce while you guys are discussing
entire
tactics, like just doing like silent hand gestures, like over here, the god of the dead, right here, looking at you.
I mean, try and control them and make them stop. Especially
Oh,
now
certainly.
that
If you can do that to the entire army, then that's perfect.
Just don't let it go to your head. I don't want to have to come after you like I did Aviticus.
Fair enough. But if that doesn't work, I can
Even a portion of the army would be beneficial.
yes,
A
but I can,
single skeleton less. Not to say that I think your power is only equivalent to a single skeleton. Just
no. No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Whatever. Don't worry about it.
Well, there is one more thing to address before we call this a night. With killing Leviticus, there's some new divine ranks to be thrown out.
Mm-hmm.
And so, officially, there are enough divine ranks to bump you all up to divine rank 6. And you technically have 1 left over.
Fuck, give it to Fenrir.
Can we do that?
Absolutely. He is a god.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to fight the dragon of the Southwind, then.
Give him a little help.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
And he's a friend of Jacob's, or at least knew Jacob's. Like, I'm fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That is
Absolutely.
a fantastic way to do it.
This link is. Can anyone do this in the battlefield? That giant triple wall.
Move
Pulling
Earth
it up now.
might be. Well, that's like pretty big.
Yeah, they're massive.
Oh,
That's like real big wall.
Yeah.
Well, there are some things we'll have to discuss outside of the game because each one of us need to have a discussion individually. So let's leave it at this. 1, you're all going to hit intermediate deity, which means a lot of shit changes. If you guys read the document, you guys know that you lose your powers,
Yep.
your items, and your legendary powers. This means that you are back to level 20 characters in terms of what your character sheet should look like. On top of that, there will be a plethora of new stuff that will get added to individual things, and then you will get a list of new powers that everyone has. And then there'll be 1 power dependent on your class. If you guys want to do this battle next, with Pierce being the god of death and undead, this isn't a fight.
Eh,
This is the army stands down.
this is, hey, quit
oh,
it.
fantastic.
Just walk out there.
I mean, we've still
Well-
got the giant dragon to take care of.
Well,
Thunder.
I mean, there's one aspect that gets a little complicated in that, as intermediate deities, you guys can effectively now change your domain. You can effectively interact with your portfolio. However, it takes a great deal of effort for intermediate deities to do so. For him to make this entire army stand down, that would be his once a year ability.
Oof.
So I would really want you guys to consider this. So what I was going to say is I'm going to write up a Google Doc with all of the new powers you guys get, all the new stuff you get. You guys, if you guys want to just focus on getting your character sheets cleaned up to be just level 20 characters.
Yeah, it's already done. But yeah.
Yep, yeah. Depending on how you do your character sheet, it might just be perfectly fine as is. Character sheets, level 20, max hit points.
Oh, like.
So
okay, I got you.
no rolling.
Yep.
You just have the maximum of hit points.
Damn, I was
geez.
at a nice
Oh.
solid number too. I liked my 200.
Oh dear.
I liked my 200. It was fun. You know how many levels it took to get to 200?
I don't know if you guys want to know what Rock's hit points will be.
638. I don't know.
Good God.
Yeah, I mean, it should be a lot. I mean, you have what, a D12?
Yeah, it's a D12.
Well, then, plus, what's your con?
Well, without the amulet, because you said we lose our items, so I lose the amulet of T-Evolve.
So it's what, 32? Because that's, I think, a max it could be then.
34.
Okay.
So a plus 12 ability modifier.
So you'll be at 480.
Gross.
Nice.
Yeah, if we lose our items, I actually lose health.
Yeah.
Aw.
I gained 40 HP.
I have a pathetic amount of health.
The other thing that I want to bring up is that if you guys look at your character sheets when your items and powers are gone and feel like you want things changed, let me know. We can change them. As you guys become intermediate deities, you're no longer just your individual gods, super powerful individual creatures. The realms themselves are kind of combining with you. So if there's adjustments to your character, it's completely legitimate to respec a little bit here.
Yeah, that's what you put.
So if you feel like there's things that are working with your character or working against, now's the time to change them. A really big important thing is note is that potions will no longer work on you guys.
Yep, that's kind of
It's
I
very
put all my
important to
potions
know.
for this big battle.
Yeah, and that's a really good idea because from this day forward, like magic items don't have an effect on you guys. We will discuss. You will each get an iconic item that will have a kind of a sub power. It's more of just for your icon. It could even mimic one of the ones you currently have, but it's going to be like the symbol of your religion, basically. So that's kind of what
my book.
Yeah, and that's what I assumed it would be.
A wizard needs their spell book.
I need something piratey. Maybe a flask. We'll see.
And then you should just have like a great sword. Or full plate of armor.
For who?
Kenna.
Oh,
Full
What?
plate armor.
there you go. It's spiked full plate armor.
Something every wizard needs, protection.
Please change.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you guys want to do this battle immediately next? Because it doesn't have to take place immediately. If you guys want to go and do something else, you can. One, this battle will complete even if you guys aren't here. It just may drastically change how it gets completed. There are other gods here fighting, so take that at what you will. You guys will definitely make a huge difference if you're here.
I feel like we should resolve it one way or another now, just while we're
I
here.
mean, like I said, if you guys do something else, this battle will be resolved when we come back next time.
Right.
I will resolve it out of game because
But,
this is the final battle.
I don't think Rock's walking away from this, right?
No, not a chance.
Yeah.
So
And I mean-
when Rock took the domain of the hunt, the other one I was really considering was of balance.
Balance.
So, like, nature's a balance. Well, there have to be some undead in the world, but this many threatens to upset the balance of the entire globe. So, that's one of his reasons for killing Aviticus, or trying to, was...
We are in agreement on balance.
Yeah. And I just want to steal shit. No.
Yeah, I think we should do it. I mean, like, if Pierce has the power to just like make this not a battle, but it would like take a bunch of power, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, that's up to him if he wants to do that. Obviously,
Right.
one way, like we'll fight it, or if you want to do that, then you can do that.
Yeah, I mean, that would be the quickest and least gruesome. Plus, then there's still a lot of undead that I can control. Versus Rock going in there and slaughtering them all.
Then I gotta make new ones.
Yeah, I'm gonna raise new
Yeah.
ones. Much as you don't like them. But yeah, I'd be willing to do that. Just to end it. Just right away.
Boom. Resolved.
All right, so you're gonna end it then?
Yeah.
Okay. So I will meet with you, or we'll have a discussion. That's easy enough to do. We can do that over text or whatever. We can make that work easy. We'll have a discussion about what precisely you do with the undead. They
Right.
will stand down. The fight with the dragon is a lot less difficult with the actual army out of the way.
Yeah.
Because you guys don't even have to be present for that. The other gods can take it.
Right.
So then, next time, what would you guys like to focus on?
Yeah.
We got some shit. We got that list, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, we don't have to discuss now. If you guys want to take the rest of the week, let me know before this weekend. That'd be nice.
So we did Aviticus's Horde. Check.
Yep.
I was gonna fix my ship, but no.
I
I
mean,
mean,
we
that's
could
still a
do
thing.
that.
We can't put the genie back in the bottle.
Well, we could find a different way of doing that. I know we have the Harbingers thing, but I don't know. I feel like
what's
that's important, but it doesn't need to happen right now.
Can it,
You know,
yeah, at the moment
we still need to
she's-
kind of like figure that out.
At the moment she is protected, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can leave that back burnered for a second.
So that leaves the Dragon Plague,
Zaladin.
Zaladin, and Jacob's ship, and then the Fox people.
Yep, which would be dealing with Alikor, the actual city.
Yeah. So I would say either Jacob's ship or that one, just because that one is like still here. While we can just do all of the
Finish all
Alikor
the
quests
side
and then
quests while you're
never
here.
come back to this place again. But if Jacobs wants to do the ship thing, because I know we've been trying to do that for a while, I'm 100% buying that.
Meh. I mean, yeah. I mean, if we want to, we can. Because I mean, at the moment, it seems like I'm not going to be tooling around on a ship now. I will, like, be this super god being. I could just do what I want in the sea. So we'll see if I really even need it. Because it also does require a fucking soul to be attached to it. To, like, get it back to how it was.
Right, we gotta find like a soul trapped somewhere and be like, hey, you want to be a ship?
Yep.
Like the sea?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to Greg Mahler.
Yeah, like if someone's like willing to do it, sure, but I don't want to do what.
That's the tricky part.
Right. I don't
It's
want to.
easy to put a soul into it.
I don't want to do what
Hey,
was
bro,
done to her.
Yeah.
There we go.
Lucis.
Hey, bro.
Definitely.
I guess I could put the Blood Queen's soul in there. She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like terrible.
Yeah. Like, hey, you. I didn't know this is what you did, and this is what was running on my ship, and you gave me my ship when it was
You
fueled by
wanna
my.
get out of Nine Hells? How would you
kids.
like to be a ship?
Yeah. You didn't know. You didn't tell me it was run by my friend's soul. Get in the ship.
Get in the ship. Get in there.
All right, but yeah, I don't think I'm that's as pressing as it once was.
Well, I mean, at this point, like I put in the kind of the doc, it's what you guys want to do now.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted this to be a more focus on you guys than big storylines, anyways. So if there's particular things that interest your characters, that's kind of what I want to steer this towards.
If anything,
Is
I
that-
want to give hand the ship down to someone new now, because if I'm gonna not be interacting with the mortal world that much, I don't know if I need the ship.
Yeah. I mean, that's something that you mentioned once before, is that eventually you'd have to pass down the Dread Pirate name too.
Mm-hmm. Like, damn it!
Maybe crown a
I mean,
new
that-
pirate.
I know.
Yeah, I mean, that could
You're the
literally be
leader of your
priest leader.
religion.
Yeah.
Yep. That's I kind of have to be what happens. So I guess I should get a soul and put it in there. The ship ain't the same without it. The Dread Pirate Jacobs needs that ship intact. All right, yeah, let's go fucking grab a soul and shove it in there. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you guys just take some time to think things through? Think if there's anything you want your individual characters to do, and just let me know by like Friday.
Okay, I should be able to do that.
Sounds good.
Yep,
Yeah,
so-
I mean, if it's not by Friday, that's okay. It's just I'm off this weekend, so I'll have time to work on some stuff if
All right.
we get sidetracked. So if it doesn't happen, whatever. But the sooner the better. So then is everybody good for 3 weeks out? Would be the 27th.
should be.
I should be.
Yep.
So 27th it is.
Yep, I'll most likely forget by then, so just send out texts and shit.
It's a while.
Okay. We'll remind you on the 19th when we have our other game.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, you guys have a good one. Great game. Good job. Oh, and we'll discuss some of your stuff over the course of the next coming weeks. I'll just text you guys individually and we'll
Sounds
figure
good.
some stuff out.
Sounds
Perfect.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Later. Good
Bye.
game.